Okay, let's cover our n8n 2.0 updates in just 5 minutes. So first one, we can see that we now have this search bar where we can actually search for our workflows, our sub-workflows. I think it's pretty useful. One more thing is that when we click on the settings, a site menu is opened here instead of redirecting us to a different page, which is pretty cool. A little about the user interface. Now we can see that the nodes are like more darker, the overall style is more darker, and compared to the previous n8n version now, when we click on these connectors here, they just like pop up instead of being orange. As you can see in the previous n8n, they're turning orange and now they just pop up. Also, you can see the execution style of the previous n8n versus the execution style of the new n8n. I think it's way better. Another thing is that on the old n8n version, there is just this button to expand the sidebar, and in the new n8n version, we can just expand it like that. And in the new n8n version, instead of active and inactive, we have this publish button here, and if we got some errors, they pop up right here. Which leads me to the next important update. It's about the sub-workflows. So if you remember, in n8n 1.x versions, you didn't have to activate the sub-workflows. They were not active by default. But in n8n 2, you actually have to publish these sub-workflows if you want to use them. You can see I've created a new sub-workflow here, sub-workflow 2.0, and I have a warning message, must be published before using. So I'm in my new sub-workflow. Let's hit publish. I have to give a version name. Let's give version 1, and you can optionally give a description. I'll click just publish, and it's published. Now I'm back to my main workflow, and as you can see, now I can choose my sub-workflow 2.0. Let's click save. And yeah, by the way, there will be auto-saving in n8n, which I think will be pretty useful because sometimes I forgot to save my workflows. It will come up in January 2026. Another thing for n8n 2.0 is that for sub-workflows that run more than 60 seconds, now we actually get the data that they produce, because in n8n 1.x we didn't get that, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let's click execute and execute our sub-workflow. The workflow is executed successfully, and as an output I have the result, final result variable, which of course is expected as the result here. Let's run the same workflow in the old n8n version and see what will be the result. As you can see, for sub-workflows that run more than 60 seconds, in the old n8n version we don't actually get the desired output. So now they fixed that, and that's pretty cool. Oh, and in the new n8n version, you have these check indicators instead of the active, no active toggle buttons. I want to wrap this video with the news that currently you can access the non-stable version of n8n 2.0, and on 15th of December you'll be able to access the stable version of it. That's all you need to know about n8n 2.0. If you find this video helpful, please like and subscribe. It helps me a ton, and see you in the next one.